Hello from Varma. I hope all of you are fine. Those of you who watch my videos regularly, you know that I normally share material related to music mostly. Sometimes I make some silly videos also, but generally music related. I normally don't make personal videos giving details about my life and stuff like that. But I feel like making this video for a specific reason, which you will understand very soon. Recently, I was waiting at an airport for my flight when I was approached by a cute couple, a cute Tata and Pati. So they came to me and we started chatting. So they said they enjoy my music, their children enjoy my music, their grandchildren like my music and whatever, no to serums. But we had a nice little chat. They were also traveling on the same flight. Normally, I always take the window seat. So I boarded and I was sitting at my window seat, and after some time, one young man, he must have been below 40 I think, he was lurching in, and the way he walked, I mean from very far away we could easily identify that he was completely drunk, and he was very strong physically. So it's a very dangerous combination when somebody is physically strong and mentally gone because they are drunk. And he plonked himself on the seat next to me. He was stinking, like so horribly, he was stinking, and he was fidgeting all the time. So each time he would move his hand or leg, they would poke me quite painfully, but I didn't want to get beaten up. So I kind of just trying to become smaller and smaller and smaller and went close to the window. Then other passengers entered and the flight was ready to leave. So then the air hostess came, please fasten your seat belts. Then this man, he had put the tray down from the seat in front of him, trying to sleep. So I was just hoping he would fall asleep, but he couldn't fall asleep. So he put the tray down, he'll lie down like this. He was making a lot of sounds, very, very scary sounds. And then the air hostess came and said, no, you have to, please put your tray up. So he just glowered at her, then he put his tray up. Okay. Immediately he put the tray down again. The air hostess came second time, sir, you have to put your tray up. So second time he put his tray up. Third time this happened. So by that time they should have realized that the man is completely drunk and kicked him off the flight, but which they didn't do, which was very, very bad. Then the tray was down and the flight took off. After some time they brought snacks. This man had ordered some snacks, I think. So the lady kept saying, excuse me sir, excuse me. He's completely gone. Then she tapped him, he was completely gone. Then I showed he's completely drunk, no point in disturbing him. So by that time he had completely, it was almost like he was dead. There was no movement at all. I was relieved that at least the guy is asleep and he's not fidgeting around. It was time to land. It was a short flight. When it was time to land, same air hostess came and said, sir, you have to put your tray up. So he is completely gone. So she tapped him, she shook him, then she called her colleagues. So 3 ladies came, they started shaking him like this. It was hilarious also on the one hand, but there was absolutely no movement, and I could see that they thought that the guy had died. So they actually took his hand and tried to take his pulse. So I said, definitely he's not dead, he's drunk only. Dead drunk, but not dead, only drunk. So I am stuck in the window seat and this guy is lying there like a stone, out, completely cold. I remember there was a hilarious movie called Airplane, which I watched when I was young. It was very, very, very funny, very politically incorrect also. That airline movie, Airplane, it's called Airplane. There was a scene where a passenger panics and different other passengers try to calm down this panicking passenger. It is, I don't want to describe what happened, but it's absolutely hilarious. And somehow after more than 20 years, I remember this panic scene from Airplane. The way the 3 air hostesses were shaking him and hitting him and trying to make him move. He didn't move at all. So then they gave up and went and sat down, and the flight landed. So the flight landed, and the gentleman in the aisle seat, he pretended as though he didn't see anything. Though he could also get the smell of the guy who was drunk and whatever, but he just I want to be no part of it. Then the flight landed. I was wondering how to get out. So then I started shouting into his ear after passengers started disembarking. As you know, our great Indians, in any other country, the passengers sitting in the first row, they will leave. Then only the people in the second row will get up. But our people, you know how it is. When the flight stands itself, the guy in the 30th row would have already started getting up. So air hostess will shout, requesting all passengers to be seated. Please, kindly requesting all passengers to be seated, and these morons will still get up. Every flight you can see that. Some people are very dressed nicely, they might be educated, they might have degrees or whatever, but the basic civic sense, like all over the world, it's becoming worse and worse and worse and worse from people from our country, unfortunately. So when the flight stopped, by the time people started disembarking, people from the back row have already started crowding and trying to get out. So I was stuck here, and then because the air hostesses came and tried to shake him and whatever, everyone had noticed that there is a problem here. So they were all looking, and some kind passengers, they said, oh, we'll report that this guy is not getting up so that I can get out. So then I also really tried to shake him, no response. I couldn't jump over him, me being not very athletic at all. So then you won't believe, this cute Tata and Pati came, whom I had met at the airport. And they also saw from the time he came what the situation was there. They were just few rows behind me. So then this Tata suddenly started shouting to this man. So I said, no, it's okay, he's completely out. He said, no sir, you have to get up. No, the flight has landed, you have to get up. The voice was like so big. So I was a little scared whether the guy will get up and beat him up or something. So so I said, no, please don't worry, they'll call. The air hostesses, I'm sure they wouldn't be able to get him up, but they could call security from the ground staff or something like that. But this one individual Tata, being my fan, he refused to leave me stuck behind this drunk guy, and he just pulled him and finally just pulled him up, and he's like that. He's sitting there. So I was like, sir, you get out. If he leaves, he'll fall down again. So we kind of put the tray up, and I managed to squeeze out, and the tray came down and the man went down again. So it was so unbelievable. I mean, there are people who look like they're very strong, they flex their muscles or whatever, but when the time comes, the people who rise to the occasion, that is something very special. One normal, benign, as I said, one cute couple, Tata and Pati, suddenly rose to the occasion and just refused to leave. And people behind him, they were waiting because they wanted to see the fun, what would happen. So they abandoned their normal Indian behavior of crowding. So they just waited patiently to see what was happening. And this Tata raised him up and I got out. Probably this happened a few days ago. Probably the guy is still sitting in the plane unless he woke up the next day or something. Then I thanked him profusely at the airport where we had arrived, and we had a nice discussion, and that's it. They went their way. So normally we exchanged numbers or something. I forgot to give them my number and I forgot to take their number, but I remember that the gentleman was called Narayanan. So when we are in trouble, we pray to Narayana. So that is something we have learnt when we were young. So really and truly, this Narayanan appeared and saved me from a very, very unpleasant situation. I'm very, very grateful that this idiot who was drunk, neither did he become violent, which is a very great thing, and he did not vomit. Because if people throw up, normally it's unbearable, but if people throw up and they're drunk, I can't even imagine what would have happened. So the flight landed, we disembarked safely, nobody was injured, so I'm very, very grateful. But since Hero Thaatha or his children or his grandchildren watch my videos, just as a surprise, I wanted to make this video to thank Hero Thaatha for being so awesome. And I wish I had taken a video both of this drunk man to embarrass him and show the public what this guy is, and a video of how this Tata managed to just lift this man and extricate me from my seat. So, thank you, thank you, thank you.